judgment. Eldrin, good afternoon to you. Bring us up to speed.
Well, good afternoon, Jeremy. Just a few moments ago, judgment has been reserved. The announcement coming there from the Deputy Judge President Lidwaba, but quite importantly was what he mentioned right at the end, and that was that they will try and make sure that the judgment is delivered before the end of the term, which means that in the next couple of weeks they will try to ensure that that judgment is delivered before the term ends right in the middle of December. But to speak more about this, let me just quickly bring in the DA's Federal Executive Chairperson, James Self, who now joins me. That statement was indeed crucial, hey?
Absolutely, very important, because as we heard in court today, ex-President Zuma intends to apply for a permanent stay of prosecution, and that litigation is doubtless going to start in the next couple of weeks, and therefore it's very important indeed for us to get clarity about whether or not he is entitled to litigate at the state's expense. So we hope that the judgment will come out very quickly.
Actually expect the former president to file the petition for the permanent stay by the 16th of November, if I'm not mistaken. Has the DA taken any position on that matter?
No, it's not our litigation. We're not involved in it. It's a matter between the National Director of Public Prosecutions and Mr. Zuma. But we do believe that that particular step is just another step in a long battle to avoid Mr. Zuma appearing in court on the criminal charges for which he was originally arraigned.
Earlier on when we were speaking about this case, and you were saying that it's not just about Jacob Zuma, and earlier on Rosenberg as well, who's representing the DA, said that considering the issues around state capture, it's quite important that this court makes a ruling on this. And even Lidwaba was saying that although this may have happened over many years, like with Jackie Celebi getting state funding and so forth, it doesn't mean that it's right.
That's quite correct. Yes, I think what we need is legal certainty about the circumstances in which government officials and cabinet members are entitled to legal defence at the expense of the state. Because coming out of the state capture inquiry, there are likely to be dozens of cabinet members and hundreds of state officials who are likely to want to claim that they were performing these duties in their capacities as government officials. And it's quite clearly the case that the state, it would be undesirable for the state to pay for them, and it would be unaffordable for the state to pay for them. So the sooner we get clarity on this matter, the better.
Well, thank you so much. James Self, the Federal Executive Chairperson of the DA, has indicated there that this matter also relates to the issues around state capture. And Jeremy, if you take into consideration that the Public Enterprises Subcommittee of Parliament and this leaked report indicating that the two former ministers of public enterprises, Malusi Gigaba as well as Lynn Brown, should face criminal charges, the question then is, should you and I foot the legal bill?
All right, Eldrin Sampear, thank you very much.